Hello everybody, welcome to Week in FPV. Oh, let me get down here at ground level, doing an update on the Tricopter. I've got all the VTX gear. Let me tilt it up here where you can see it. I've got the GoPro mounted. This case come off of my old remix frame. And what I done, I used the camera bolts to bolt this Session 5 case down. So that's the angle that I'm wanting, so I don't have props in view. And I melted two little bitty small holes to the bottom of that case, and it's bolted down really strong. I mean, it's not going anywhere. And in the camera, I've got the Rotor Ride Edition Run Cam Swift 2, and all the wires comes back to the VTX. Now, this whole project has been a budget build. I've just raked and scraped parts that I have without having to spend any money or buy or anything. And I had this old VTX that had the antenna broke off of it. So I used it, and I had a TBS antenna that I wrecked on one quad and broke the SMA off the end of it. So I just put two and two together. So what I done is cut the antenna end off and spliced it and soldered it directly to the VTX. And this is an old cheap VTX. I bought like 14 bucks off the internet, but I've been using this thing for 2 or 3 years. It's just been a tank. It just puts out straight 600 milliwatts. I can't get this camera to focus. But well, it's a crappy camera. I won't even focus on that writing. This is my phone anyway, is why I'm having such time. Really struggled on trying to find somewhere to put the antenna on this thing. So it clears. The tail mechanism, as you can see right there, it clears. And even at full tilt, see, it still clears. But this build has been, you'd think you got so much room because it's so much bigger, but these props are just so huge. You can see, look, barely clear and everything, and I've done wrecked. I've got some spare props to put on this. Let me give you a little rundown here. I flew this FPV this evening, and it's freaking terrifying. It's not like flying a quad FPV. This is just totally different. I mean, it's just a whole new learning curve. It's just almost like me learning how to fly quads all over again. But this has been a super fun build. And the VTX putting out 600 with that antenna, it does really good. Probably as far as I'll ever go with this. I've not been able to even go far enough to make it scratchy. The RX on this is the Slim Plus, R9 Slim Plus. I've got the dual dipoles straight up vertically on here, and it's just been a really fun build. So thought I'd just make a short, quick. This battery I got on here now is R-Line 1550. Running 4S. 4S is all I'm ever going to go on this. I don't think you can go much higher with the Tricopter board. I think maybe 2 to 4S. I'm not for sure. I ain't even for sure. I didn't even look it up. I just plugged the 4S right into it because I don't even have 3S anymore. So I just plugged the 4S and I was good. I got lucky, I guess, because I didn't research and check anything. But this is just unlimited on the possibilities. This thing will do autonomous flight, that Tricopter with Mission Planner. It is so extensive. I mean, you can even adjust the PI and D ranges on your yaw. You can trim. It is more extensive than Betaflight, but with a big learning curve. It's a little bit different. So, you guys hadn't seen the FPV gear set up, so I finally found somewhere to put it. Because what I done, I started to put it under the back of here, but when you go way out, you're gonna have signal perfect. When you turn to come home, look there, it's all gonna be blocked out, and you're not gonna have VTX video. So that's why I mounted it up there where I did. It's just everything is close proximity to one another, but that's where I put it, and it's doing good. It's not interfering with my GPS or anything. And the camera, or the 4K camera, GoPro, and my flying camera, I can't see any props. It takes a little bit getting used to flying something this big and not seeing any of the props, because you're you know, I'm used to where a quad will fit and try to do power loops around them power lines and everything else, and you got to keep reminding yourself what you're flying. I've not went into acro on this yet. I've kept it in stabilize mode, but as terrifying as it is, one crash with this and it's gone. Look, see the way his arms is made and everything. It's got plastic standoffs in here. So one fairly good crash with this and it's gone. So I'm not going to do stunts or anything with this. I'm wanting to keep it as a long range, long flying, efficient 4K platform to video. Like to go plumb over to the top of those mountains and back, and maybe do a little bit of gradual freestyle, but not very much, you know. Basically just wanting a long range platform, something efficient, and play with a Tricopter. I just never had flew one. So I'm tickled with the outcome. I got about 20 bucks in this, believe it or not. I've done really good. Scrounging through my parts drawer and cobbling the VTX up and stuff like I did, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. That's what I wanted. That way, if I do lose it, I'm not out nothing but my GoPro. That's the only thing I care about tearing up and losing, but that's all really got invested in this. So you guys take care. Hope you enjoyed some of the Tricopter footage here and the VTX mount and everything. I did fly at FPV, but guess what? I'm not going to show that video because it ain't nothing to brag about. Take care and stay tuned for some good FPV footage of this. Hope you guys enjoyed.